SRC-20 tokens could be the next biggest thing. BRC-20 tokens we have been talking about in the past few videos is very similar to SRC-20. We'll be talking about the differences and spelling out some sweet alpha for you here in this video. So you definitely want to stay tuned to the very end. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and just dive right in. All right, we are on Alex's platform, and this is a project I've been covering for a while because you can qualify for an airdrop. We've been dropping that sweet alpha here on the channel in the last few videos. What you're going to want to do is bridge over your SUSDT to Alex platform, which is going to be basically open up trading for BRC-20 tokens on their platform in a couple days. And to qualify for the airdrop, I think there's another day or two that you can do that to qualify for that. But it is built on stacks akin to layer 2 on Bitcoin, you know, kind of comparing it to Ethereum layer 2s like Arbitrum, Polygon, Mutable X, and many others. And you can see here that they're going to be opening up this pairing here pretty soon. And BRC-20 tokens have been popping off, as you can see. We'll be covering a lot of that here on the channel and a lot of these different marketplaces. And you can see the volume has absolutely popped off. And Jack Levin, he is the first Google backend architect here, founder of a few different platforms and projects. He even predicts that there could be a 10 to 50 billion total market cap within the next 12 months, saying that BRC-20 another dimension of digital scarcity on Bitcoin blockchain. So that is going to be an interesting thing to watch. I find it very interesting, his prediction, considering we were already at $1 billion market cap in the BRC-20 space just a week or two ago. So that could be actually conservative in his estimates. So without further ado, let's get into SRC-20 tokens and the differences between the two. So I found this Twitter user by the name of Wasey_time, or Alex Wasey, talking about this and creating a thread about Bitcoin stamps. Says, what is stamps? Mike and Space has created a new protocol on Bitcoin, which allows for direct storage of data, including text and images in the blockchain using UTXO. It has been gaining popularity for over a month. It says here that stamps guarantee permanence stored in blockchain outputs and possible to prune, which in contrast, BRC-20 and ordinals can technically be pruned. And there's been people in the community that have proposed solutions against that, which is basically resist that type of censorship. You have a kind of infighting in between the Bitcoin community and what is good for Bitcoin, what is not. And some people don't like ordinals, but a lot of people do, and including Michael Saylor himself liking ordinals and what's happening around Bitcoin, calling it a catalyst. But with Bitcoin stamps, you can't prune that, making it more permanent, if you will, hence the name stamps. So this is going to be interesting right here. And it says here, more than 18,000 stamps created on Bitcoin blockchain in 1 month, outpacing the growth of assets compared to ordinals during launch period. And you can see here a chart showing exactly that, days since first issuance. And you can see this parabolic rise here in terms of stamps, and so much so that some of these websites have had to go under maintenance, which we'll cover in just a minute. So let's go ahead and scroll down this thread and continue reading. How Bitcoin stamps work. Stamp uses an open source counterparty protocol, which was used to issue NFTs by burning Bitcoin to acquire XCP tokens for smart contract execution. Stamps eliminates the need to burn Bitcoin or use an altcoin. So it uses a different function, if you will, as you can read or pause the video at any time you want. But we're going to scroll down and basically skip a little bit of this. It says here the difference between stamps and ordinals and inscriptions. Bitcoin stamps differ from ordinals and inscriptions. All three involve adding information to a transaction, but serve different purposes and have unique characteristics. Ordinals can be pruned, stamps cannot. And you can see the different thread here, even by Mike and Space himself, BRC-20 versus SRC-20 there. And you can scroll down here. We're going to look at this too. It says stamps are more resource intensive as well. And even Trevor saying that BTC stamps are akin to ERC-20 or ERC-1155 equivalent on BTC. So differences there, and that's what you kind of need in terms of SRC-20, and I can definitely link those threads down in the description below. But we have Mike in Space here on Twitter. He is the stamps creator and created his own platform as well. You can see Bitcoin Stamps Official or Stamp Chain, the official account for Stamp Chain, the creators of the Bitcoin Stamp Protocol, SRC-20, and UTXO Punks. And we can go to Stamps chain.io, and you can see a lot of the different stamps here on their platform. And again, they have been developing at light speed here. You can see that they're going to introduce an SRC-21, a fully backwards compatible enhancement to the protocol. So again, development happening really quickly around SRC-20 tokens and BRC-20 tokens as well. A little bit different in terms of the two different tokens and systems and protocols there, but you kind of have a little bit of information on that now. But it says here, even on this website called rarestamps.xyz, that SRC-20 update minting paused to launch real-time balancing indexer and process queue backlog. Due to the high demand, SRC-20 minting is suffering delays as well as flooding the counterparty DBs with non-numeric assets. To handle this, we have temporarily stopped new minting. The stamp chain team responsible for the development of the minting API we use in RareStamp is focused on processing the existing minting queue, more than 2,000 mints. The stamp chain team is actively developing a real-time balance indexer to prevent purchases of already minted SRC-20s. If you have initiated your SRC-20 minting, don't worry, your application is in queue and will be processed. We thank you for your patience during these improvements. So again, the demand is there. People are going to Bitcoin stamps and minting those. You can actually mint them really easy by clicking the mint button, and you can actually drop in an image there. And there's more information about that. And shout out to this YouTuber right here by the name of Prestisto Crypto. And he creates a whole guide on this, which I'll also link in the description below, and how you can buy and sell stamps and what wallets to use and how you can look them up in your Bitcoin wallet, which I find this video super useful and really straightforward. Now let's get to the alpha here and back on in terms of ordinal and BRC-20 land. I've been looking at this project called The Council, and they have created their own token, super limited. It actually already sold out, unfortunately, so we weren't able to get into that, but there could be opportunities for you to get into this project. If you're a founder or a VC or somebody well connected, this could be possibly for you. And they're also, basically creating a community around this as well. So if you're a solid person that loves community like this, we're going to get into that and how you can get inside this project. It says here that the council is basically over 20 CEOs and venture capitalists, founders, and veterans in the digital asset space, with the unified goal of accelerating the Bitcoin adoption and supporting its evolution in ordinals and BRC-20. So that's basically kind of a nutshell. And you can see here that they have members of the council with a total supply of 100 and candidates for the council total supply to be determined. You can see a little bit more information. They even have a Telegram if you're into that. And they're going to be launching their own BRC-20 launchpad. So if you're a founder builder, that's something that may be interesting for you. And again, they do have their own token. So it's something I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on and how you can get involved as well. And you can take a look here at their website, your point of reference for highly reliable and high quality projects. So that's definitely something, a platform once they launch this, that could be something that could have potential in terms of launching other projects on Bitcoin and getting in some of these opportunities early. Because again, some of these groups are kind of like alpha groups, if you will. These communities turn into kind of being the earliest people to these launching projects, and that can often spell out significant gains, if you will. Now, we have some other news here and some more alpha around an NFT-based project called Ninja Alerts. You guys should not be new to Ninja Alerts. We've been talking about Ninja Alerts for a long time. We were the first YouTube channel to really cover Ninja Alerts, and we brought over 400 to 500 people into Ninja Alerts as well. But you can see here that they're going to support updates to total ordinal inscription count within 5 seconds of a new Bitcoin block. Doing takes a long time, maybe an hour or so. So it looks like they're going to be bringing updates to the Ninja Alerts platform, where you can basically monitor a lot of different things, like monitor whales and see trending NFT projects, so you can get and kind of front run some of these opportunities. And I featured it here on the channel many times, but I find this very interesting because possibly right now, I don't know what the floor price is, but I'm sure it's relatively cheap. So if you're wanting to monitor some of this stuff, I highly recommend you look at Ninja Alerts. And again, Trevor is one of the OGs in the Bitcoin space, and he's been covering ordinals and everything from the beginning and quoted by some of the biggest media outlets as well. So very reputable source here, and one of the founders, obviously the founder for Ninja Alerts as well. So with that being said, that's all I've got for this video. Make sure you rewind it if you missed all the fine details. You don't want to miss out on some of these opportunities, the sweet alpha, and you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for the next video so you don't miss out on this exclusive alpha. So you want to make sure you hit the thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another video like this. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Be like an ordinal, be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.